What's up, everybody? This is Mike Curry. I am a vice president of Family First Life Valiant, and I'm here today. Just kind of wanted to run through some things about my recent switch to telesales. I've had a lot of people reaching out, had a lot of people asking questions about it, and I think that if you're like me, which it sounds like by the conversations I've had with a lot of people, transitioning from in-home face-to-face sales to telesales is kind of daunting. It's kind of scary to some people, and I don't know that it's as much of an issue as whether someone thinks or doesn't think that they can't do it. I think it's a fear base of like, how long is it going to take me to actually achieve and be able to protect families at the same volume that I am, right? And let me just tell you, like, for me, it was a little bit of a transition, but again, it was all fear. So just to back up a little bit, just so you know, if you don't know who I am, like I said, my name is Mike Curry. I'm the vice president of Family First Life Valiant. I'm not going to bore you with a long story. I started in Family First Life back in December 2020. Found it through a integrity partner, Grady Polcyn, and was really intrigued at the opportunity to work really hard and give my wife the ability to one day stay home with our two kids. I have a little girl who was born in July of 2020. Her name's Haley, and my little man, Mason, he was born in 2017. So he is 4, he'll be 5 this year. So love my family, love my wife, Kate. The goal was, to bring her home, to give me the ability to work really hard and do that for her. Was able to achieve that. This was all in the field, so it was all helping families. We would dial. We have the leads that come in here, and we would dial on Mondays, book Tuesday and Wednesday appointments, and dial Thursdays and book Friday, Saturdays. And that was a consistent schedule for the most part of 2021. Okay. It worked really well, able to help over 400 families last year, and was very comfortable doing it. And, when you get to a place, which I'm sure, a lot of you guys are, where, you know the specific amount of leads that you need to purchase each week to be able to book a specific amount of appointments, right? For me, it was 100 leads, or it was 200 leads to book 30 appointments. And of 30 appointments, the goal was to at least set on 15, which is half, and sell 10 and or help 10. And I got pretty consistent with my number. So, you get comfortable, right? Well, something over the course of the year that took place was I was taking a lot of mini travel trips. And I am in the process of also trying to build a team. So what I found was that telesales would give me the ability to work harder, give me extra days in the week to work harder and help families, but also give me extra days to where I can actually help my team and build a team even further. Okay, what am I talking about? So if you look at our traditional schedule here, we have obviously 7 days in a week, right? I don't do any I don't help families on Sundays. If anything, I'll hire or recruit, and I'll talk to agents, all that. But I spend that day with my family. So traditional week, like I said, dial all day Monday, you run Tuesday, Wednesday, you dial all day Thursday, and run Friday, Saturday. Okay, so 4 run days. All right. Well, what I found with telesales is dial days, and the way that I do this, I dial in the morning and I book afternoon, evening appointments. Okay, so if I do that for, let's just say, 5 days. So if I'm doing that 5 days, dialing in the morning and booking afternoon appointments, if I do that, that gives me, I did the math, hopefully it's right, that gives me an extra 52 days a year. Okay, so 6 extra weeks a year that I have on the person who is only helping agents or helping families in the home. Okay, if I bump that up to 6, it doubles, 104, right? So 12 weeks. So it clearly gives you an advantage. And that's one thing I had to look at was, okay, so maybe it does take me a little bit more time. Maybe it is a little bit more difficult to help a family over the phone because they can just hang up on you versus like, You can, if you're sitting in front of them in a house, they kind of have to kick you out. And most people aren't that rude, right? So they just allow you to help them. And then obviously, the trust factor, right? It's more trusting to be in the home. People can feel you out and sense and see that you're a real person and that you're genuine and real. And it's harder to do that on the phone, right? There's ways that we can do it, and we, credibility, and I can explain that in here. But obviously in the home, it's simpler. Well, what I found is, somebody like me who, my goals, dreams, and ambitions is to build a team and help my guys build a team. What I found is like that 5 days gives me an extra 52 days a year, whereas that extra day I can focus on hiring or recruiting and helping families, or helping my agents hire, right? So I think the biggest thing I found was the extra time that it freed up, okay? The one thing that is more difficult, I will tell you, at least it was for me, was the discipline, right? Traditionally, when you're dialing on Mondays and you have Tuesday, Wednesdays, right, you book your appointments and you're in the field and you're active. Whereas with telesales, every day is a new day, okay? Every day is a new day. So there's nothing forcing you, like as if you were to have a full day of appointments. So you have to be more disciplined to do telesales. Now, I have an office here in Charlotte, and I choose to still come to the Charlotte office because I guess, my kids. And but I have been able to, depending on the schedule and, our situation at home, be able to spend a little time with the kids. I'm able to dial in the mornings, book my appointments for the afternoon, and then go in and run my appointments. I definitely have to run my appointments in the office. So it gives a lot of flexibility. So couple things, okay, for that transition. Leads, so lead flow is going to be a little bit different, and schedule is going to be a little bit different. And then I think everyone has a different opinion on how to do this. I know there's a lot of high-level producers, Brandon Kitchens, good friend of mine, doing one-call closes. Everything works a little bit, right? And figure out what your schedule looks like and what you want to do, and master it. And my thing at this point has been the call in the morning, so same day appointments. I'll literally dial the lead, the information, the client in the morning, and I'll set up a time to speak with them in the afternoon or evening. And it's same day. I try not to go next day. Obviously, the farther out you go, right, a higher no-show rate. So couple things, leads. I'll start with leads. So leads that I'm using, okay, all CRM up to this point. So internet, instant internet, new internet life lead, 1 month, 3 month, the mortgage, 1, 2, and 3 month, and the final expense, 1, 2, and 3 months. What I've found to be my experience, that the 1 month internet lead and the 1, 2, and 3 month mortgage, for me, have worked the best for the same day appointments, okay? So what I'm doing in the morning, there's 2 separate phone scripts, one for mortgage. They're the same, but the intro is a little bit different, and where you're calling from and what you're calling about obviously is a little bit different. So I'll run through it with you. I don't have it in front of me. I'm going to wing it, but let's just start. Say it's an internet lead, and it's probably a 15, 20, 30-second. Never actually timed it, but it's a super short script, very assumptive, and I don't ask them for an appointment. I think that's a psychology of the phones there, whether you're in the home or over the phone, is like you need to know like that you're calling because they requested the information. You have the information, and you need to get it out there to them or run through it with them, right? Like you're not calling to ask them if they're interested in an appointment. You're calling to tell them that you have to get it out there to them. There's no question, right? They don't get to say no. So if I was to call somebody, it'd be ring, ring. Hey, John, this is Mike Curry. I am a manager here at the Benefits Center. I'm calling you back. I got this inquiry here online for that life insurance final expense coverage, and they just need me to run through it with you. You're probably busy. I am too right now. I can't do it this second, but it is about a 15, 20-minute phone call. And like I said, I do need to run through that with you. What time this afternoon are you getting off work? Right? They're either going to say one thing, get off at 5, or they'll say I'm retired. Okay? Let's just go with the work schedule. If they say get off at 5, perfect. Are you single or married? If they're married, You want to make sure that the wife will be home at 5 as well. If they're single, obviously go with 5, right? So married, got it. Will the wife be home at 5? Yes, she'll be here. Okay, perfect. Well, I don't have anything like right at 5, but I'm going to put you down here at 6. Again, I don't ask. I'm going to put you down here at 6. Like I say, it's going to take about 15, 20 minutes. Just go ahead and make sure that you're sitting at a table somewhere where you have a pen and a piece of paper handy. And I'm going to be calling you back on this number. This is my personal number here. It should have came up with my name on the caller ID. If not, it's Mike Curry. And look forward to speaking with you. I got you down here at 6. Any reason at all you can think of that you wouldn't be available at 6? Nope, I'll be there. Perfect. Call you back at 6. You have a nice afternoon. Click. That's it. Book the appointment, straight into it. If it's a mortgage, age mortgage, right? John, or ring. Hey, John. Yeah. Hey, John, this is Mike Curry. I'm a manager here at the Mortgage Protection Center. Calling you back. Got this postcard you had sent back for that 123 Main Street property. They just need me to run through the information with you. Can't do it right now. You're probably busy, probably working too anyway. But just like I said, need to run through this information with you. It's about a 15, 20-minute phone call. What time are you getting off work tonight? 5. Got it. Are you single or married? Married. Will your wife be home at 5 as well? Yep. Okay, perfect. What I'm going to do is squeeze you in here right at 6 o'clock. Like I said, 15, 20 minutes. Any reason all you can think of you wouldn't be there at 6? Nope, I'll be there. Okay, perfect. So just need to run through the information with you. Make sure you're sitting down somewhere you have a pen and a piece of paper handy. And again, my name is Mike Curry. This is the number I'll be calling you off of. I should have had my name on the caller ID, Mike Curry. Very unscripted, right? Like I say the same thing, but I don't. It's conversation. And the reason why I don't have my script in front of me when I'm dialing, and this is something I'm not, as time goes on, you'll get better and you'll start to realize why you're calling. And I'm not going to get into details of the phone script. Jamie Cheerio has a lot of good stuff on phone script and breaking that down. But like when you know why you're calling and the objective of the phone call, you don't really need anything, right? And I find myself, I'm more real and I'm better when I am unscripted. And I'm very unscripted in a lot of ways. So that's my objective. So my objective is to do that, right? Here's the crazy thing, okay? I don't think I've had to make over 100 dials in the morning, right? Whereas I used to be making, right, 500, 600, 700 dials to book 15 appointments. What I'm doing is I'm dialing that morning, and my objective is 5 to 8 appointments, right? What's 5 times 6, right? 30. Okay, look at this. If you did 8 times 6, 48, right? So how many more appointments can I run? See how many more appointments I can run? And that was my objective, right? It's not to get out of work. It's not to get out of the grind. It's to be able to accomplish more. And that's what was intriguing about telesales, right? Now, here's the big question, and this is what everyone I think that holds people. I think everybody loves the idea of telesales, right? You love the idea of working in your office, or you think you do. Maybe you're not somebody who likes sitting in an office. Honestly, I love being out in the field, but gas is crazy expensive right now, and I feel like I can do more with less over the phone, and that's kind of why I've transitioned. And again, not to get back into it, but I want to build a team, and I feel like it gives me more time to sell while also giving me more time to build. So that's honestly the reason why I made that transition. So, but when we're looking into the appointment in that morning, you're making dials. I probably have never made over 100 dials to book 8 appointments, right? So your goal should be 5 to 8. So rather than 15, it's 5 to 8. And I space mine every hour, right? So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever, on the hour. And, what it does is it gives me the ability to dial in the morning. I can grab my lunch. I can do some recruiting. I can help agents. Whatever daily task that you have to get done, you can do a lot of that in the morning, right? Run team calls, all that stuff. So that's the biggest thing. Again, the fear of transitioning, I think that comes from your comfort, right? Your comfortability. And that's something early on that I promised myself that any opportunity I had to get uncomfortable to say yes. And that was from talking on stage to podcast, doing this. This is definitely out of my comfort zone. A year and a half ago, this is not something that I would be doing right now. But that's what life's about, right? Growing. So, this has kind of been on my heart. I wanted to share this with you guys. I've been getting a lot of questions about it. And, if you're like me, you make it out to be way more harder than it has to be. So, You're booking the same day appointments. Now, into the appointment, okay? This is where people try to be different. This is the exact same as when you're sitting across from someone at a table or with them at a table, okay? I don't do but one thing different, one thing. And I'm not even saying you have to do this one thing different, right? When I'm talking on the phone with someone, the only thing different is I don't mention bank information up front like I do with my in-home appointment. I do that with my in-home appointment because I don't want to waste my time. Okay, like I don't want to walk into somewhere and it just creates all kinds of hurdles or it stops all kinds of hurdles, right? When you're upfront about what it looks like to submit a request. Hey, John, my job's to find you the best option at the best price. We're going to shop around for you today, right? We're going to find the company that makes the most sense for your situation. At that point, we're going to submit a request for coverage today. Okay, in order to do that, we are going to need a driver's license and a valid bank or credit union account and routing number, right? So let's go ahead and get started. We'll run through the health questions first. That's kind of my open on an in-home appointment. On a telesale appointment, and they answer the phone, okay? Hey, John, you in a good spot? Perfect. Okay, cool. Well, hey, can you text on this phone number? You can? Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot you over. I'm just required to send you my driver's license and my state license. Give me 1 second. And I pull it up. It's a picture of my literally my photo ID and my state insurance license, right? And I text that to them, and I make sure they receive it. That's the first thing I do. And once they got it, perfect. Hey, John, just so you know, we work with about 30 different companies here. My job's to shop around for you today. We'll run through some options with you. It's all non-medical, okay? So we are going to have to run through some basic health questions and finance questions. Once we have those answers, I'll be able to find the best recommendation for you for your situation. Let's go ahead and get started. And you start filling out the financial inventory the exact same way. So it's just a little bit different. I don't build like crazy amounts of rapport. I'm not weird and talk about the weather. And I mean, you do what you got to do, right? But the phone appointment, like, it's so similar. It's not even funny. And I think that's the biggest thing that holds people back, because the phone appointment, it's like people make it out to be so scary, and just do the same thing. That's why it's so valuable. If you're new in this business, I'm not telling you how to start. But if you're new in this business, it's extremely valuable to go on your first 100 sits before ever thinking about telesales, because you experience, you see everything, and it's so much easier to help a family in the home. And I'm not trying to push you away from it, but I think it's helped me tremendously, just being in a home and understanding and because I'm visualizing, somebody's on speakerphone, but I'm visualizing helping a client, whether I'm sitting there with them. Everything else is the same. Right. So I hope that helps. I wanted to run through that because, again, I think it's just it's a big hurdle, mental hurdle in people's minds. And, we got an agent in here and that is crushing it on telesales, actually better than he was when he was in the home. But when he first started, he was trying to be somebody that he wasn't. He was trying to be different. Right. And he unmuted one day. And I was able to hear it, and he didn't even know he was doing it, right? And that's the value of live dials. If you got a live dial team, if you're not, it's livinghope.livedials.com. You can hop on ours anytime. We book appointments together, and telesales, all that stuff together. But the value in somebody hearing you and helping you, because you could be saying something. It's the same way on the phone script, but you could be saying something that you don't realize that you're saying in a certain way. That one little tweak will be the biggest difference in your success here. And so I just challenge you guys, open up, reach out to your managers, sit on 100 appointments as fast as you can. If you want to go telesales, it's not scary. It's not scary. Find someone that you like, that the style that you like, because not everyone's like me. Not everyone's like Brandon Kitchens. There's people have different personalities. Study them and reach out to us. Brandon will talk to anybody. I'll talk to anybody, and I'll put my phone number here at the end. I mean, reach out to us. We can help you. So, again, I hope that helped. That was a little bit about my transition into telesales, kind of what I do. I just want people to understand that this business, if your focus is all about helping the client, nothing else matters, because you will figure it out. So just know I believe in you. I love you. And I'm glad you watched this video. And if you need my number, it's 704-572-5096. Shoot me a text. We'll hop on a call. If you're struggling, if you need help, if you're curious about anything, whether you think it would work, just reach out. But all I can tell you is Dave Witcher said it the other day, just take massive action at whatever you're choosing to do, and you'll be highly successful. Sean says it all the time, move fast, break things. So hope this helped. You guys, if you don't mind, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.